We're turning our attention to a very related matter. It's not the local government elections in Lagos, but about local government autonomy. When eventually the leaders are elected, how much freedom do they have? How much independence should they or do they have under the Constitution? Joining me now to discuss this is Mr. Dapo Olagunju, who is the Publicity Secretary of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria. Well, he happens to be the chairman of Irekpodun, Ifelodun local government area of Ekiti State, and also the chairman of Algon in his state. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you very much. You are welcome. I want to greet our viewers at home.
Well, they definitely will hear you. Now, just wondering, Algon's position on local government autonomy has been shaky. It's been seesaw. In one area, I think there was an attempt to amend the Constitution to ensure that local government had, especially financial autonomy. And it would seem that Algon opposed it. Now we're beginning to hear that you're singing a different tune. Can you help us shed light on why it is that Algon's position seems to have been shaky on local government autonomy?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me correct an impression that Algon does not want autonomy. Actually, Algon is one of those people that are championing the cause of autonomy in the various local government. In the past, between 1999 and 2003, there was a sort of full autonomy. The elections then was conducted by federal INEC, and everything was going well for local government. All of a sudden, things changed, and you started seeing various states, conducting elections and, managing the affairs of the local government. That was where the tide began to change. And for now, there are a number of states that we have autonomy. There is one you call full autonomy. There is one you call partial autonomy. The ones you call full autonomy is a situation where you are totally free.
What states do you have that?
I'm told there are a number of states, like Niger State, where we have the current president of Algon. There is a sort of full autonomy there. Even in Ekiti State, where I come from, we have autonomy. Because at the end of the month, whatever comes from Abuja, we sit at jack level without any interference, and we decide on how to allocate funds to all the necessary places that is supposed to go. The only problem we have is that the shortage of funds. The funds are not inadequate. They are not adequate. There is inadequate of funds, and that is where the problems comes. So in a way, a lot of states have autonomy, so to say. We have autonomy because there is no interference from the various governors of those states.
Is this something that is desirable? We've seen also National Union of Teachers protest against local government autonomy. They don't think that local governments should be given autonomy. They think that with the little power that they have been given in recent times, they have not exercised it responsibly enough to show that they will do any better when they are autonomous.
I think what is happening to people like that is the fear of unknown, because they thought. That is the thinking is that, okay, if full autonomy is granted to the local government, truly, there might be manipulations on the part of the chairman, and, maybe they will not be able to get whatever they get. But it is a false, impression.
By whatever they get, you mean their salaries, their emoluments?
Of course, yes.
That is what is due to them.
That is the fear, and I call it the fear of unknown. Because in the present day, Nigerian things have changed. Things have changed for better. We have so many anti-corruption agencies that is watching you. So if there is full autonomy, there is no fear.
But
even as it is now.
You just said that the funds are not enough.
Yes.
So if it would mean then that you're relying also on the state government. Quite a number of state governors have also made the point that local governments cannot carry the burden which they have even been given under the Constitution. So, for instance, primary school teachers, which you're supposed to pay, primary health care centers, which you're supposed to build and maintain, you cannot even build and maintain them. And so they have to come in of necessity.
Of course, that is the position. And it is borders on shortage of funds. If the funds are available, we'll be able to carry out those responsibilities successfully. It's because of shortage of fund. Because the allocation that is coming, for example, in my state, it takes the total emolument, the payment, the salaries of the teachers and that of the local government workers, the KBAZs and all the rest, the pensioners that draw salary, monthly salary from that force amounts to about 2.2 billion. And when you are lucky, you get 1.6. Sometimes you get 1.4. That has been the case. So the problem is that even the money that is coming, it's not adequate to pay salaries. Talk less of doing some other things.
But what is the function of the local government chairman? I mean, majority, of your funds shouldn't be coming from the federal government. You should be able to raise taxes locally. The funds that they get from the markets people, the funds that they get from transport drivers, the funds that what do they use those funds for?
It is unfortunate because ideally that is supposed, we have, some areas where we're supposed to generate money, like the areas you have just mentioned. But there is problem of legislation too. And even there are problems from our people. For example, a local government that is collecting 20 naira as rates, or market stores rates, 20 naira or 10 naira, people don't want to change. When there is legislation and you are moving such to 200 naira or 100 naira, there is a protest. And don't forget, we are very close to the grassroots. It looks as if you want to add to their burden. So there is a limit to which you can, tax people at the local level. There is a limit. And don't forget one thing too, the IGR base is so poor. The IGR base is so poor. Out of the 16 local government councils we have in our place, hardly can use, apart from Ado-Ekiti, and probably Ikere, other local governments, what they generated in a month will be in the realm of 200 to 250,000. And when you see the enormity of what we handle, you know that there is no way that they can survive.
Mr. Olagunju, I'm going to be very honest with you. A lot of Nigerians don't believe in local government, the local government as a level of government. They believe that that level of local of government does not exist. If it does exist, if you manage to see a chairman, whoever knocks on your door to even say he's running for anything, they have failed the people. Do you think that local governments should be scrapped?
Well, it is because you are not there. Now, people will say when you are not there, you may not know what operates at that level. Local government is the closest of the arm of government to the grassroots. As early as 5:30, 5 a.m., occasionally 6 a.m., you see people knocking at your door.
You think
for
it's
one
the closest,
obligation.
or should be the closest?
It should be, and is the closest. Not many people can have access to the office of the governor. Not many people can have access to the office of the president, but at the local government level, people come to the local government chairman's house as early as 5 a.m. And occasionally they may not leave you until around 10 p.m.
Just sorry to interrupt you, but are you aware of this impression that people usually have?
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware. It's because of ignorance. A lot of people are ignorant. If you are talking of democracy, we have to nurture it. And you said it's democracy is government of the people, by the people and for the people. Then you are talking that, local government should be scrapped. Then such a person must, be examined. Maybe something is wrong with such a person. Because there is no way you can manage people. If you say it's government of the people, by the people and for the people, and you are agitating for the scrapping of the local government, then something is wrong with you. Because it is the closest to the people. It is that level that, you can know the hearings of the people. You are close to them, you know what they want at any point in time. So if you want to nurture and develop democracy in a proper manner, you have to, come with the terms of the administration of local government. Rather, what we expect is that a situation whereby you fund the local government to make it responsible, to make it functional. You see, that is what is expected of this present government. There are a lot of powers concentrated at the federal level. Just try it, let's see it. If we want to develop our democracy in Nigeria, local government must be given its priority and well-funded. That is just the position.